I think we're live. I think we are live. Good morning. Let me know if we're live in the chat. Let me know if we're live in the chat. Make sure to go into the Discord and go to the poll above and let me know what you guys are. Bull, bear. I'm the only one that actually selected bearish. But yeah, let me know what your bearish is for, what your bias is for today, right? If you're looking for buys, you're looking for sells. Nice, by the way, that you made a poll, Electric. I enjoy it. Really nice. Hello, my beautiful brother, Jason. Welcome back, my friend. Hope you're doing all right. Hi, Tommy, John. Hope you're doing good. Aloha. Welcome back, Aloha. Thomas, what a wonderful name. I'm so jealous. Thomas from Dubai, tuning in again. Hi, Thomas. Snail, glad to see you here. Wieland, glad to see you here. Electric, welcome. I'm bearish after we tap the 4 hour on NQ. I have the same idea here, bro. So for me personally, I'm going to give you guys a little breakdown of what I'm looking at for today. Give you guys the reasoning on why I'm looking for the... why I'm looking for what I'm looking for, right? That's of course really important. Let's see. Lowering music a little bit. All right. Let's see. So what are we looking for today, guys? Do you guys like the new chart layout, by the way? Let me know. I've heard some people actually said that white was a little bit too overpowering, so I actually made the decision to make it gray now. I think it should be a little bit less on the eyes, right? Maybe this is a little bit better. But for today, so the reasoning I'm bearish after all, right? If you look at the higher time frame, let's say we go to the daily, we've been selling off pretty drastically, right? So we've been selling off pretty drastically for the overall for the week. And I'm anticipating price to continue its current momentum to the downside for the current week, right? If you look at the weekly profile, you can see that we actually rated the top wick and started selling it off, switching the delivery to the downside. We're closing into the weekly open now. Let's say we tap above it and we go below it again. I would continue looking for shorts, right? Because that's the overall higher time frame profile telling me at the moment. We have some clear liquidity resting in front of us. So we have the previous week low, previous day low. It looks like it wants to continue for me, right? It could not, like, if we're bullish for now, this means could also be that we're bearish later. We're going to continue bullish. We'll see what happens. Another added confluence to it is, of course, the VIX, right? I told you guys before, I always look at the VIX. And when I'm looking at the VIX also gives me this bullish sentiment, right? So we can see that we're currently tapping in below the daily open into the fair value gap. We have a clear high, previous day high resting above, and a previous week high resting above. So we still have some highs that are resting here. You see what I mean? And I'm potentially looking for those to be filled in. If they manage to continue flipping lower, we'll see what happens. You know, we have the new 6 hour opening up here soon. So let's say the 6 hour actually comes up, retests the daily open and starts delivering lower. I would say that we're going to continue higher on the Nasdaq, right? And then we would have to look for potential long setups, right? But for now, I'm still overall bearish. I'm just waiting for price to reach back above the daily high, and then I will be looking for sells personally here on NQ, right? And when it comes to gold, I haven't looked at gold at all yet. When it comes to gold, let's have a look here on the higher time frame. Let's remove the alert for a second. Let's look at the 6 hour. Let's look at the DXY. Yeah, for the gold, I'm also bearish. I actually prefer gold right now. If we get some form of delivery to the downside from here, I would definitely look for shorts. Assuming that this is a preset bottom wick. We actually tapped the monthly open precisely here and we started delivering higher back above the daily open. You could say that this wants to reach and continue higher. It's Friday, guys, right? Freaky Friday. Friday can do anything at once. It could also retrace the entire weekly formation higher again. But yeah, I don't know. It seems like this for me is going to be the target back to 986 for gold today. I'm just going to have to wait for the confirmation here, guys, right? I just have to wait for the confirmation. But that's the play for me, assuming that the DXY wants to continue higher from its current location. And we actually set in the bottom wick for the day right here. And it wants to push and take out all of these highs to the upside. There's a lot of liquidity resting above these highs. So that would be the idea for me here for the DXY. And if that happens, there's a big chance we're going to sell lower on gold, guys. There's a big chance we're going to sell lower on gold, right? So that's the overall thesis for today. Looking for shorts on both assets, right? Looking for shorts on both assets, on both on gold and on MNQ. MNQ needs to go a little bit higher before I'm interested. Gold is already in a location of interest. We just have to see what happens here for me personally, whether or not they want to go higher a little bit before something happens here. All right, let's have a look here. What's up? Good morning, Virtus. Hope you're doing all right. TR, good morning to all. Good morning, my friend. Benz92, hope you're doing all right, my friend. Welcome back to the live stream. Make sure, guys, to join the Discord community. Moxie just posted a trade, a banger. Congratulations, bro. We had a little breakdown by Electric here this morning. Also a poll, which I really enjoy. Thank you very much for making the poll, my friend. We have some. No, I'm still bearish. And we have some other traders here. Daniel's killing it. LMD is killing it. You guys are killing it. So congratulations. And make sure to join the Discord, guys. Good morning, Marco. Hope you're doing all right, bro. Andre, good morning. Cam Jam, good morning. You guys are legends. You guys are tuning in instantly. I really appreciate that. If you've been here before, make sure to smash up the likes. That would be highly appreciated. Helps the channel grow, guys. Helps the channel grow. So yeah, let's have a look what happens here today. Are we going to raid the highs and look for the shorts is the big question. So I'm gonna write down because you guys asked me to do it beforehand. So preferring shorts. I'm gonna correct the spelling in a little bit, okay? Wait, you know what? I'll do it now. Preferring shorts today on gold and on MNQ in relationship to the DXY and the Volks, both signaling potential bullish price action. This means if shorts are present, they would be validated by contradicting assets. All right, let's have a look here. I'm gonna just ask my best friend JetTPP to correlate, to correct the spelling. Give me 1 second. All right, let's see. New chart color, huh? Do you like it or not? Let me know if you guys like it. I actually got a someone actually reminded me that it might be a little bit tough looking at white the entire time, so I made the decision to change it to a little bit gray. If you guys don't like it, let me know, then I can always change it back, guys, right? It's not gonna be a big issue. All right, here you go. What did we learn yesterday, Sir Thomas? Always go to break even. All right, let's have a look here. All right, let's see. All right, let's have a look. Yeah, no, I know, Electric, I know, but sometimes I notice that the writing corrector, the thingy that I have, right, the Grammarly, sometimes it still doesn't correct it correctly. All right. Let's see. Sunda, welcome, my friend. Hope you're doing all right. Welcome back to the live stream. 1246, very good. All right, nice. No, let's try that again. Don't go to break even unless you are allowed to go to break even. All right, we're selling off already here on the Nasdaq. I wouldn't short it yet though. All right, we just rated the previous 12-hour high, as you guys can see. So we rated the previous 12-hour high. This could be a potential short formation coming soon. Question is this going to be validated yet? The white chart is tough though, yeah. Yeah, who knows? Maybe we switch it back eventually, you know? You never know. You never know. Jason is hunting you. Yeah. No, that's alright though. I don't mind it. I think it's good. Keeping me accountable. Think about a crypto pair, mostly BTC. Yeah, I don't trade crypto, bro. I don't trade crypto. I would say I was looking at it technically. If it comes back to 31,000, I might buy heavily, right? Or it has to. I feel like it still could come there, to be honest. I watch a lot of guys that trade crypto and they're big in crypto just to see what their opinion is on it. But when it comes to me technically looking at the chart on a monthly perspective, or was it on a weekly perspective, I think it has some more downside potential, right? So that would be nice if that happens. But I personally don't trade. I don't trade crypto that often, bro. Let's see. Let's change this so it's more readable. Alright, that's better. Remember, no break even today. I feel like it needs to move to the 4 hour for value gap than the lows. Yeah, I agree. When it comes to MNQ, I would like to see something like that occur. So back above and below and then continue lower. That would be nice. We'll see though. We'll see what happens. If they touch the daily open right here, if they touch it and they respect it, then it might also go lower. But we still have a left open gap right here. This is still left open, so we still have some level open to the upside here for the fill-in. We'll see what happens though. The VIX is still moving down, so the Nasdaq is also falling at the moment. We'll see whether or not this is gonna continue like it is. It never gave me a way to enter this, by the way, so don't worry about it. It could also still enter at the new hour, of course, if this is the case. When it comes to gold, it's the same scenario. There's no structure here for me to enter from, so we need to either see a high being taken, then break below it again, and then continue. Or we need to see some downward price action, and then wait for the new hour to open, and then it's gonna do the same stuff. Why is the camera switching back to really bad quality? What's that? Alright, that's better. The camera doesn't like it. Call sign, hope you're doing alright. Welcome back to the live stream. Yeah, a lot of crypto traders expect BTC at 40 to 50k, but nobody knows. Yeah, nobody knows, bro. The camera doesn't like break even either. Yeah. How are you today, bro? I'm doing fine, man. Thank you for asking. I'm doing fine. Guys, I live by a motto, right? It's really hard sometimes, but any day above ground is a good day, right? If you live by that motto, you can't complain whether something is right or wrong, right? I mean, I have a beautiful house to live in. Got a nice roof over my head. I have food in my belly. What am I even complaining for, guys? You know I brought the food again, right? Come on, guys. I need to eat something. I haven't ate anything yet. I saw your story. Beautiful area you live in. Yeah, thank you, bro. For the guys that are wondering, you can follow me on Instagram if you want to stay up to date on whatever I do in my life. But you can see here, right? So this is where I live. This is my cat. That's my cat. And this is where I live. You see that? That's my cat. He's just chilling. He's just chilling. What's the brekkie? Which one are you talking about? Oh, breakfast. Oh, it's I don't know how you say this in English. Wait. Kwark. Give me 1 second. Oh yeah, curd. Alright, so I'm eating curd with blueberries. Eating curd with blueberries right now. Do you have any ghost friends up there? No, I don't, bro. I don't believe in ghosts. Ghosts are only real if you believe in them. Hard to have a bad day with that type of view. Yeah. Yeah. Yogurt. Now, yogurt is something else, Thomas. Yogurt is like more fluid, right? Quark is, or curd, is like a thicker version of it. Not curd, guys. Quark. Curd. Why does it say... I'm pretty sure this is this, right? This. Something like this. Or is it yogurt? I'm pretty sure it's curd. It just said, at least that's what Translate said to me. This. Quark. Yeah, quark. Curd, quark. What's this type of name? This is crazy. Curd. Curd. That's curd. Quirk. Alright, I don't know. I have no idea. It's just strawberry curd. A gold tapped him in the demand zone, and I can see it form the bullish engulfing given. Why are you shorting it? So the main reason for gold to look for shorts is because of the dollar, right? So you can see that the dollar is bullish, right? So if the dollar wants to continue its current momentum to the upside, I'm preferring shorts to the downside, and we have a lot of liquidity stacked up to the upside on the dollar. So that's the main reason for the contradicting asset is showing me that it wants to go lower, right? So that's the main reason right now. Woo, it's a really nice music, this one, guys. Yo, Max, hope you're doing good, bro. Welcome back to the live stream. But that's the main reason, my friend, for this, for the short bias. And I'm also looking for oil to round back to the upside. As you can see, it's happening right now. So I'm looking for shorts here on gold. Just trying to see how I can get involved in this market. We got I got a fresh my funded futures account, guys. I don't know if the deal is still on, but you can get a 25k funded futures account, my funded futures account, for just $25, right? Yeah, with the code SYNC. It's nothing for me, by the way. But yeah, I've got that acquired yesterday. I still have the Apex account. We're up like $600 on Apex, or 500 or something. I took it yesterday, took another setup late in the afternoon. I shared it in the Discord community. It was a bit of a tricky one. It was the 12 o'clock cycle. I'm going to show you guys. If I can find it. You guys were actively chatting, by the way, which is amazing. But this was the setup that I took yesterday. Yesterday evening. So what happened, actually, we went back into 50% of the trading leg to the downside. We came back into 10 o'clock at 12. So 6 o'clock traded back into the 8 o'clock and the 4 o'clock candle, trying to break it and couldn't. You also went back to the New York session open, creating a valid top wick. The best entry was the 30-minute creation right here. I couldn't get involved, I missed it. And then I tried to get involved here after they rebroke below the hourly open after tapping into 50%. Was a bit of a squeaky one, but it ended up coming back to 12 o'clock, so it hit the full take profit. And you can see that the VIX actually came back into 50% and then started buying itself higher. So it was a really good trade overall. It was just yeah, low volume. But yeah, you guys can join the Discord. Look at you guys chatting all together. Look at them through the whole night. They are trading together. Isn't that amazing, guys? Isn't that amazing? I will send you guys the invitation link so you can join if you feel like joining. Here you go. The link is in the chat. What level are you looking for shorts on MNQ? Either it's gonna be higher or it's gonna be lower. So it depends. Like, I'm mostly watching for 7 o'clock to open up. See what 7 o'clock does. That's in 45 minutes from now. Because I could not get entry here. Right? It's impossible for me to enter from here. There was nothing forming for me to get involved here, so I need to wait for either 7 o'clock to open, push higher, break below, and then continue the trend, right? Or I want 7 to take the highs, and then we wait for 8 o'clock for the shorts. So we just have to wait now. See what happens, right? Like, there's no I'm really structurally based on how I enter trades, guys, right? So whether or not it's gonna be now, or it's gonna be at 7 o'clock, or it's gonna be at 8, is purely determined on a factor like this. So let's say you have 7 o'clock opening up, right? 7 trades lower, trades higher, breaks below it. Then you have structure to trade with. So you can put your stop above 7 o'clock high, knowing that it is like an extreme level. If they break 7 o'clock high again, they switch the delivery. So you're wrong on your bias, right? If I would enter now here like this, sure, you could say, you have 6 o'clock high, whatever. But there's no, you see that the structure is now the opposite of what you're looking for. So you're trading down. If they now trade above it and then trade below it, I would say yes, valid short, right? But right now I can't trade it. There's no structure for me to execute on. You see, I don't see any buyers or like, I don't know, or we have to trade below here and then come back up at 7, and then I would say yeah, sure. You know, I need to see clear structure for the shorts for me to participate. Whether it's gonna happen up here or it's gonna happen within here is it's not really for question, because if you look at it from a selling perspective, they could go from here if they want to. They almost filled in the gap, and they could leave this open for next week if they want to. They don't have to come back up, you know. I wish that this had to happen, but sadly it doesn't. All right, we're trading back into 6 o'clock now. The most ideal situation would be 6 to for rating it one more time and then breaking below. This would be the most ideal situation for the short play. That would be nice. We're actually buying ourselves back up now on the VIX, guys. So you can see that the VIX is buying itself up from the gap. If this is the case, that would be the first determining factor for the shorts here on MNQ. So we got something going in our favor already. Let's have a look. Banger, what's your bias for NQ today? So I'm looking for shorts. I'm looking for shorts today. Morning, Thomas. Morning, my friend. Parabolis, hope you're doing all right, bro. Welcome back to the live stream. My laundry is done. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I also still need to do I need to wash my clothes, bro. I need to put it in the washing machine. It's a tough thing to do, man. I don't enjoy it. Has to happen though. It has to happen. It's been standing and waiting for it to be put into it. Did you get a legacy on Apex? No, I got a end of day drawdown on Apex, and this one is also still valid, guys. I think if you go to for the guys that are trading futures and prop firms, if you go to my funded futures and you use the code SYNC, so SYNC as in like this, right? Oh, okay. If you use the code SYNC, right, you get a 25k account for just 25 bucks. If I'm correct, it's still valid. So it should be, let's see. It should be, yeah, this account right here. So this account, right? And then you use the code SYNC. I already used it. Oh, I don't think it works anymore. I'm not sure. I hope it still works, but otherwise it's gone. Since the Volks and NQ are moving opposite sides, did we miss the move on NQ? No, we didn't miss it at all yet, bro. Not at all. So you can see that the VIX is moving higher at the moment, right? You can see the VIX is moving higher at the moment, which is fine. It only actually confirms our short idea. Like, we can still get involved in the short later on, right? Because there's no structure here for me to trade it. But if 7 opens up, let's say 7 opens, 7 delivers higher, breaks through the open of 7, so right here, right, this 7 open right here, right, and they come back into it, we can use 7 as a valid stop loss. We don't have to put it above 6, and then we can look for the short continuation. So we can still trade the continuation play, even if we're below 6, because we understand the higher time frame of delivery. We understand that we might want to go back to these lows, and that the VIX wants to go back to these highs, right? So it doesn't really matter at all. No, we still have the time. Still ended yesterday. Ah, okay. Thank you, DPT. Do we need to pay the activation fee? No, it's all in. That's the thing, right? It's an all-in. It's an all-in package. That's why it's for 25 bucks. It was pretty neat. Go see a CMBM trade strategy. Thank me later. If I remember, I'll have a look. Thank you. So you use the Volks as an SMT for NQ? No, not really. Well, yeah, no, actually, no, I don't. It's just a contradicting product, right? So if you search up the VIX, I'll send you an article by Investopedia. The VIX is like a fair monitor, basically, right? But from a technical perspective, it measures the expectation of the market, basically, right? And if it goes the other way than the Nasdaq, you can use it as a contradicting statement. It actually is, technically speaking, is really good, right? It's harder to read, but if you look at the higher time frame perspective, it can give you a really clear bias. And so now you can see that if you look at the creation of the candle, right, for the VIX itself, from the weekly perspective, you can see that we rated it all the way down and we're moving higher, right? So structurally speaking, it's forming bullish at the moment. It doesn't mean that we want to continue lower, right? Or higher in this instance. It could also come down here because we still have an invalid wick on the downside here on the daily. But from a technical perspective, it looks bullish, right? And I use this to contradict against the Nasdaq so I don't get lost in the sauce, right? As in, I could say now, if I look at this perspective only, that it's bullish, right? But if the higher time frame is showing me some bearish structure, but the VIX is just there to confirm it for me even more, you know? That's how I use it, personally. It's like negative divergence indeed, when ES are moving high or lower, and Nasdaq is doing the opposite, you know? But then I'm more straight on, because you would assume that the Nasdaq and ES would move the same direction, you know? It's another confluence, yeah. I even use the VIX more than I use ES, to be honest. I use the VIX more than I use ES personally. Alright, let's have a look here. Let's see what gold is doing. So gold is moving higher again. This is fine. It's not a problem. I actually like this. Let's see how far they want to reach up. The higher time frame is horrible on the indices. Yeah. I don't know, bro. I use the higher time frame in a different, like, it's not that I use the higher time frame to define candle creations for me, all right? So that's how I do it personally. So if I know, for example, I know the structure is currently bearish, right? Looking at what we see here at least, right? Now we open the daily. We traded below on the daily time frame, and now we're trading up again, right? So let's say this is a pullback for the daily high to be formed. I would look for the continuation play afterwards, right? But because I understand the formation of the candle, it gives me a sharper entry ratio. You see what I mean? Instead of just entering randomly here, I understand, okay, we're trading in top of the range of the daily. And because I know how to break it down from the higher time frame to the lower time frame, I use the same sentiment on any candle that I trade. So I would look for the higher time frame to confirm the switch over by the candle creation negatively going against it. And then I try to pick the top of the day, you could say, right? In the most ideal trade scenario. Because this is like, if you look at it from a candle perspective, this would be the most ideal candle, right? Like this. So you have your open, your low, your close, and your high, right? So then this would be your candlestick, right? So you have your body, you have your closure, and this would then be the candle, right? That's the most ideal one, but this never happens, right? It's always like this. Boom, 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 like so, right? But if you then understand, okay, let's say you're looking for shorts, and the formation happens in top of the day. It could also happen here, right? So you don't have to be right the entire move. You just have to be right for the portion of the move on wherever you're looking for. And if you then use the candle creations, yeah, it gives you, at least me, gives it an extra edge. For only 9? John, I have no idea, bro. Yeah, it's for the guys that don't know, world-class edge, like, genuinely speaking, guys, I've been watching their lectures. This stuff is amazing. I'm telling you now, right? Like, I'm telling you right now, what they do here is crazy, right? You can sign up for free. It's free education. You have ways to earn up new accounts and stuff. This is actually pretty good, guys. Like, I'm genuinely speaking, I think this is one of the best content you can get on the internet for free. All right, so maybe consider signing up for free. I'm not affiliate with them, by the way. Just so you know. Good morning, Thomas. Lots of action this morning. Muji Trades. Welcome back, bro. Be doing all right. For $9, 50K account. That's crazy. For $9 is actually crazy. Maybe that's their business model, you know? Prop firm behind their education. And they also have deep charts, of course. Alright, let's see what happens here. Oh, look at you guys. You guys are talking in the chat. That's nice. Welcome to the chat. Obi-Wan, hope you're doing good. Does this mean 2 days to go past, you lose the account? No, 2 days to pass. No. It means you have, you need to at least trade for 2 days to pass the account. No. You need to trade for 2 days to pass the account. Oh, you did get a 25K for $19? Oh, it's because you're probably a new time. Are you a new customer? Parables? You never traded with them before? I'm not sure. If you're new, maybe you get still a free good discount. I don't know. I'm not sure. I do not have enough information, guys. I'm sorry. My apologies. How did you go about trading psychology? I just find myself being less aware of the chart when it's open, no lie. My head goes blank. What do you mean? You mean as in you lose all the information that you gathered? Or what is your Obi-Wan? What do you mean by your trading psychology? Could you elaborate a bit more for me, bro? Yeah, I've done this your first time deal. It's your first time offer parables. That's the reason. You got it for so cheap. So yeah, let's see, guys. Let's see. I'll have this. I need to put this on the chart so it's visible. Okay, that's not gonna work. I'll just put it here. Something like this. That's what we look for. What's your goal with trading? Good question, man. So my overall goal with trading would be to have my own fund in the future. That would be what I would be striving for. You know, to have like my own little fund or something like that. Private equity. That would be sick. Morning, Bowser. Hope you're doing good. Like I told you guys before that I managed the account for someone else, right? So someone that also traded or is still trading. He's making a lot of money, right? Way more than me with personal funds. And he gave me the option to trade for him. And that's what I did. So we started with $5,000. I increased it to $6,000. And now we have a new size, right? So there's a new account and we're doing the same stuff again. I had some falling moments, especially in the beginning. I went down like, what was it, like $300 on the account? Because it's different, guys. If you manage money for someone else or you're trading an account for someone else, man, that shit, I don't know. I can't explain it, right? It's really interesting how that works. But that's the overall goal, right? That would be something I would really like to do if I can mentally handle it, right? That's the big question. Can you handle it when you're managing millions of dollars from someone else? Pressure, yeah. Pressure of trying to prove myself, bro. Especially, right? Especially something like that. Well, there's nothing to prove, right? That's the thing. There's nothing to prove. Hope you're doing good, Bowser. And when it comes to other goals, I have no idea yet, bro, to be honest. I have no idea yet. You could say money, right? Because that's any trader that steps into the game. I'm pretty sure you guys are the same, but you step into the game for trading because you want to acquire money. Whether the money is for freedom or the money is to buy something or whatever. You step into the game of trading to make money. And I now get into like the part of my journey where I actually really enjoy making good trades, right? Or developing myself instead of just chasing the bills. And it's been working better for me, right? So when it comes to like trading, from a trading perspective, I like just to continuously develop as a trader and as a person. That's why I read a lot. Guys, I've been reading books about stuff that I would never touch in my entire life if it wasn't for trading, right? If you were able to scale your mentorship and streaming enough, would you go to the fund route? That's a good question. I don't have a mentorship though, right? I don't have a mentorship. I don't know if I will ever start one. I have no idea, right? But Yeah, that's a good question. Like, I guess it happens naturally when you're on the path, right? You walk a certain path. Now we're all traders walking the trader path. Like, you guys understand, I do a lot of the philosophy reading and stuff, right? But you're on a certain pathway, right? And anything that comes on your path, something that distracts you from your path and you go from the path and you do something else, is not good. But anything that comes into play, it comes, like I've said it before, I will say it again. If you become a good trader or you become a good skillful person in anything you're trying to chase or anything you're trying to become a master at, the money will find you, right? You see what I mean? So if you become a boxer and you become a really good boxer, people are going to sponsor you because they want to be involved with whatever you're doing. If you're a good trader, people are willing to invest money into you once you step into those rooms because you will prove yourself to them by being a good trader, right? So there's the same stuff here when it comes to like the fund and stuff. If I want to start a fund one day, it will come to me, you know, naturally, because I'm continuously developing as a trader, and the results speak for themselves eventually. You see what I mean? I'm nowhere near that level now, though. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I'm nowhere near that level to manage 150 million. No way, right? But I hope so one day, maybe. I hope so one day. African hair type. Just turn off P&L. Now, it's not that easy, bro. Like, mentally, you understand that you're trading 150 million if you manage capital for someone, right? That would be crazy. But yeah, for today, guys, we're still looking for NQ to go a little bit higher before looking for shorts. And gold is rising. It's not a problem. I actually don't mind it. If it wants to continue rising, that would be great. If we get into 7 o'clock, I might look for 7 o'clock for the shorts or later, right? We're just going to see what happens here. I'm not going to force myself into any position as of yet. But I'm still preferring the overall play to the downside. Would you make your own prop firm? No. If you were able to catch... oh, they already read about that, sorry. No, I don't think I would make my own prop firm. I don't think so, no. we could make our own prop firm and call it Singing Traders. That would be crazy. No, but I don't think so, no. Ooh, nice. Look at that. Look at this, guys. Look at this. He's chilling. Has a little light. That's amazing. Look at that. Little light bulb. Look at that. That's a lava lamp, right? Look at that. Join the Discord, guys. Make sure to join the Discord. Let's see. I mean that I could mark up my charts well before any entry, but as soon as I feel like I'm gambling, I can't tell it the rookie mind, but I want to find a solution to this mindless trading. And I could mark my charts well before an entry, but as soon as I enter, I feel like I'm gambling. Something you could do, bro, is price action locks, meaning you continuously look back into the charts and draw them out and save them in a portfolio. I think I did over 1,000 price action locks. I actually said this a long time ago as well when I was used to go live or used to do other stuff. Price action locks is, instead of trying to backtest, you already see created data, right? And you mark out the created data and you do it over and over again, and you copy all of them and then you post them in Discord or whatever, so you can see it over and over again, right? So you can see it over and over again. That's the most important thing here. So you have a clear understanding in your mind, so you understand, okay, and you need to just accept that there's a risk to reward ratio in play, right? Zach, oh, my friend, hope you're doing good. Thank you for tuning in, bro. How's life? You still living in Russia, bro? Hope you're doing all right. So, yeah, anything Electric said here, I would agree with it as well. Look at this. Understanding market structure, Supply and demand giving premiums. Since I discovered Thomas content, I've also spent a lot of time on candle creation and time synchronization. Once you understand why a candle forms and how the higher time frame influences the lower ones, the chart starts to make a lot more sense. I appreciate Electric. I appreciate that. I'm not the creator of this. I've learned it from other people as well, guys, right? So just so you remind yourself, I'm not the, the creator. How long have you been trading? Long, bro. I've been losing hair. Look at that stuff. I've been trading for 6 years now. If you're scared to jump in a trade, you aren't confident in the setup. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know if that's like, there's a lot of underlying factors of why people could be scared when it comes to trading. Like, I don't want to go in deep into like philosophy into psychology and stuff, right? Like, you have those typical videos where they say, yeah, our system is not created to trade and we were created to fear and danger, whatever. No, you know, like there's a certain belief that you have about money, or that you have installed in your head by maybe your parents or whatever educated you, right? And you need to understand why that belief is there. So you have to question yourself based on the belief, and you need to accept that risk is part of the game, right? In any business, anything costs money to make money. That's just how it works, right? There's always a cost that you're making money. Good brother, I'm now in Morocco. See what happens. My life is like a big trading session. Gotta be patient. See what happens. All right, bro. I hope you're doing all right. Stay safe, my friend. Good to see you tuning in, though. Notes taken. Bless up, chat. Yeah, no problem, bro. No problem, my friend. You're bolder than yesterday. Am I? I'm sorry. I'm not sure. We some education from you, Thomas. Only teachers. Something we are missing. Imagine making 12K and then lose it in 2 days. Well, yeah, but that's just me being a kid, bro, right? I was 18 years old when that happens. You know? Trading your own money is great as long as one is disciplined. Yeah, 100%. No, so what happened to me in the beginning of my trading journey, for the guys that are wondering, I made a $12,000 withdrawal from my my forex funds, right? So that was the firm that actually froze up and all that nonsense. And yeah, I made the $12,000 withdrawal, put it into a live account, and lost it a couple of days afterwards, right? Because I was so confident about knowing what was going to happen next, and I blew that money, and then I blew a lot more money of my own money afterwards, right? I was 18 years old. It was a lot of money for me, right? Still is a lot of money, by the way, just so you know. It's still a lot of money. $12,000 is a lot of money, but I've lost it in a couple of days afterwards, and that really broke me, guys. I was 18 years old. You see what I mean? If I would work a job back then, when I was 18, I'd probably have to save up like 7 or 8 months to make $12,000, right? And blew it in a couple of days. So that was really tough for me. You see what I mean? But that's part of the game, you know? It's just part of the game. Of course, the risk should be accepted, but there's a thing, I think there's, before you enter, in my opinion, and form there, you accept the outcome. Emotions are the one of them, and yeah, 100%. Yeah, risk is always a factor in trading, guys, but it's also in business, you know? Yeah. All right, I'm just laughing. There's another guy that I follow on YouTube, guys. You guys already know. I said it before. 0 Day J, right? And I'm also in his Discord community. And people say that I look African American on my thumbnail. AI is making me look sexy, guys. Right? AI is doing it for me. AI is doing it for me. Have you have business outside of your trading? Yeah, so I used to be part of an educational company when it came to trading. I used to be a spoken shareholder in the company until I decided to step away. So that was something I did. And I also created my own company that was psychology related, but it's currently on hold. It's actually on pause. I'll show you guys what it is. Give me 1 second. Let's see. So we're selling off lower here when it comes to 6. So we actually reached back into the 6 o'clock range and started selling it off lower. You guys can see that we're selling off lower, which is fine, by the way. It's not a big problem. I'm still not highly convinced, to be honest, when it comes to this current setup. But yeah, it is what it is. Maybe this could have been the breaker block entry for the shorts, but it wasn't ideal for me. Let's see though. I like what's happening here on gold. I'll show you guys what I created. Let's have a look here. Let's see. Yeah, if they close below here on 6, I would be willing to look for an entry on gold to the downside. Especially if they manage to close above here on the 15-minute. So I'm waiting for this to see what happens here, guys. The course was pretty... Oh, you're talking about... Yeah, so this is what I created, guys. This is trading characters. This is what I created a long time ago. The project is currently on hold. But this is purely about trading psychology, right? So I think I have like 300 or 400 people that actually took the test with a lot of results that came back. But I'm currently focusing on some other stuff. But this, I might eventually bring this back alive. But right now it's on hold. And it gives you the opportunity to take a test, right? A full-on test. And similar to 16 personalities, right? And this is a complete test. And then you get a result page, meaning that you get a complete breakdown of your emotions and what you can do to overcome them. And it gives you a breakdown, personal breakdown of who you are as a person, right? For trading purposes, right? So it's not relating to also to live and stuff. But I worked on that for a really long time, right? Like I think like 9 months on 10 hours per day basis. So yeah, I did that for a long time, but it's currently on hold. But eventually it will be back, and I'll give you guys, of course, the chance to take the test if you want to. If you do it now, it's not going to save the data, so don't try it. It's not going to work. But yeah, that was actually nice. Mugsy actually enjoyed it. Oh, it should be valuable. You can even get questions during the videos and stuff, so you're paying attention. You get workbooks afterwards, so you have to. It's like a degree, right? It's like a degree. That's an awesome look. Very polished. Thank you, bro. Thomas, I'm talking about me, and I made 12K. Oh, actually? Oh, yeah, I made $12,000 withdrawal, John, as well. Morton. Hi, Thomas. How you doing? What's up, mate? Tommy, I'm doing good. Thank you, bro. Hope you're doing fine yourself. Let me read to you guys. Are you from England? No, I'm from close to Amsterdam. I'm from the Netherlands. Could you spend 2 to 3 minutes explaining intraday openings indicator for times only? Thanks. What do you mean? You want to see the settings? What do you mean precisely, Thomas? Let me know. All right, let's have a look here. We got a closure in 1 minute and 30 seconds from now. I like the overall structure being formed here. We're moving higher on both assets, so I like that. Yes, settings. Okay, no problem. So the settings are, you just make a screenshot, I guess. You have midnight open, 2 o'clock, London open at 3:22. So you have all the 4-hour opens. Then you have 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. That's for the 6 o'clock cycle. Then you have 8:39, a New York session open, and 10 o'clock. I have 13, 12, 11, and 14, and 15, right? These is all what I have. But it's all based on the American time zone, by the way. UTC -4. Yeah. Let's see what happens here when it comes to the Nasdaq. We could still look for the trade here, but it might not want to happen from higher. We'll see what happens. I'll probably wait for a new hour for this one. I like the overall play here potentially on gold. Back towards London Open would be the play. Waiting for the closure here, guys. Ooh, nice music. Titi. Alright, I'm entering a sell. I've entered the sell here on, I entered the sell now on gold. So we're in a sell on gold. And looking for the London Open. Looking for a retrace back into the London Open. Make sure to manage your risk, guys. It could still reach higher if it wants to. Just, you know, manage your risk. Manage your risk correctly. And when it comes to MNQ, we're going to wait for 7 o'clock most likely for me to enter any position here. We see that the dollar is rising higher. We close back above 6, so I'm expecting dollar to come back towards these highs at least to begin with. Right up in here. I'll put an alert down for if the dollar actually crosses higher here. Yo, Jason, hope you good, bro. What is the indicator? So the indicator is the time opening candles and stuff like that. I'll share it with you guys. Let's see. So this is for the daily open, the monthly open, and the weekly open. And the other one is going to be for the intraday openings. W07. Let's see what happens here, though. Let's see if they want to continue selling it off for us on gold, if they want to do that overall. We're in the extreme now, right? So we're above the current day open. We're in the top of the 6. We were in top of the 6. We have a top wick being created. A valid closure on the 15, I would say. But yeah, nothing really matters, guys, right? No one knows what's going to happen next, but we're going to see what happens. We have the odds in our favor with the dollar rising, with oil rising, right? So we have the odds in our favor at the moment. Let's see if it wants to continue, though. That's the big question, right? That is the big question. Let's see what MNQ is going to do. Yeah, probably for MNQ, we're waiting for 7 o'clock open. Let's see. Purple. Yeah, we'll use purple, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Let's have a look here. Why is gold moving better than NQ? Good question, bro. I don't know. How much percentage I get from this trade? I don't know, bro. I have no idea. Depends on if you take it and how much you're risking. Oh, good. I just reached the 2nd consecutive month of 10K. Jeez, bro. Man. Well played. Give a W in the chat for Martin. You guys, I know Martin from a long time ago now, right? I know him for probably 4 years. And we've been going over the charts together hours on end, backtesting and stuff live in the community and back then. You see what I'm saying? So, truly, guys, hard work pays off. You see what I'm saying? Hard work pays off. 10K months consecutively. You see what I'm saying? Like, I haven't even done 2 months of 10K back to back, right? Around 10K, right? Around 10K, but not consecutive 10K months. I did 17K one time, and was it like 9 or something like that, or 8.7, I think, if I remember correctly. So congratulations, bro. That's amazing. Just keep the consistency up, bro. Move to a different country and enjoy your life. Martin, we are best friends. Do you remember? Oh, so that's how it's like, Jason, huh? That's how it's like, huh? We got 120 people watching. Make sure to smash up the likes if you enjoy the live stream. So it would be highly appreciated. No, you take the risk. You get a percentage off as an African bro. Oh, that's how it is, Sec. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Sir Thomas, if you make the same money, I'll come back to you. Yeah, thanks, bro. I appreciate that. Good to know. I'll remember that that's the reason you're coming back. Let's have a look here, guys. Nice music for sure. We got 9 minutes until the new hourly open. The DXY is still rising. Gold is still slowing down a bit, though. Gold is slowing down a bit. Do we have some major news today? Let's have a look here. No. Okay, so we're rising higher on DXY, but we're not falling on gold as of yet. It's not ideal. We'll see. We'll see. We need to see some delivery coming through though. If the dollar wants to keep rising, especially back towards those highs, and gold is not following through, this could mean that dollar or that gold is going to be strong, right? So then we might have to cut the trade loose if that's the case, but we'll see. I still got 2 jobs and 50k debt to pay, so I'm focusing on that first, but then we'll see what's next. Hey, Morton, it doesn't matter, bro, right? But that's what I'm saying, guys. This is a clear example of you can work a job and be a trader at the same time, right? Like, genuinely speaking, I think that's the best way forward, to be honest. Or have some form of income besides trading, like, genuinely speaking. Jason, I have 3 sisters as well. Please choose. Make sure to join the chat, guys, by the way. I'm gonna send you guys the invitation link to the Discord if you want to join. If you guys want to join the Discord, the free Discord, we have a lot of people tuning in here, talking about trading and stuff. It's actually pretty nice. I think it's amazing. Make sure to let me know where you're from if you're joining the Discord. Do a little small introduction. We got some pretty good traders in here that are doing some nice analysis. We have Daniel, we have Stove, Electric. A lot of guys have been doing their analysis. John, okay, a lot of people have been doing it. So really nice, guys, really nice. Join if you feel like it. You know, you're not forced. Do whatever your heart desires. We're selling off further here on the Nasdaq. Did not get an entry on top of here, so yeah, it is what it is. Maybe at 7. Maybe at 7. I hope so. I hope we get something. The dollar is still rising. Come on, gold baby. You need to sell off for us here sooner than later, because otherwise we have a problem. Yeah, the dollar's rising drastically, guys. I don't know why gold is not selling through. You see the dollar is continuously rising at the moment. I'll put another alert down. If they break these highs up on top here, guys, and they don't sell on gold, I'll probably take it out. But we are selling now, so that's good. What's the frog sound? Yeah, that's my alert, bro. I had a chicken first, right? I had a chicken, right? Let me look at this, right? So first I had a chicken. Right, look. So wait. Alright, here you go. So first I had this. A chicken. And that shit scared the heck out of me. Right? Like, genuinely speaking, live on stream, I was like, what the fuck is going on? So now I have the frog. I think the frog is better than the chicken. Alright, let's have a look here. Yeah, so we're still buying ourselves up here on gold. Oh man, I don't know why gold's not selling it. I was really expecting some flush to happen at the moment, to be honest. It might happen on the next hour. Just have to be careful when it comes to the dollar. If the dollar starts breaking higher, the reason why, guys, is for example, let's say we start breaking higher, but we don't follow through on gold, and then the dollar gives small signals to the downside, gold could really heavily react to it on a bullish sentiment, right? So, because if it keeps up like this. But we're selling off a little bit, so that's nice. I just have to be really careful here. Based on it, yeah, look at the DXY, man. DXY is just pushing like a maniac. There's the frog sound again. Okay, what's gold doing? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna see how this hourly closes, guys. just not ideal. Let's see what the VIX is doing. So the VIX is selling off lower, which is interesting. The VIX is selling off lower, but we're falling as well on MNQ. Interesting. Let's see. Is this going to be a negative correlation or positive correlation is the question. Hey CamJam, have a good one, bro. Thank you very much, man. Same to you. Yeah, so we're breaking higher on the DXY. Gold is not following through as of yet. Could still happen though. It could still happen. We'll see. Got a new hourly closure in 3 minutes from now. Yeah, look at this massive push on the dollar. Oil is as well rising at the moment. Gold is just being sassy, bro. Gold is being sassy. Yeah, now you have a falling. This is exactly what I meant, right? So now you're falling on the on gold or on the dollar, and gold is reacting heavily to it. So I feel like maybe gold is a bit too strong. Why trade Ovate? Because it's a cheap account that I got from my funded futures. The chicken, yeah, it scared the heck out of me, bro. Let's see what happened after they tap 6 o'clock, if they want to sell it or not. Yeah, interesting though. Interesting move here for sure for the dollar. Gonna see what the next hourly does. Manage your risk, guys. Like the correlation is not neat right now. Oh, we reset the entire thing. The correlation between the assets that we're trading is not good at the moment, as we're pushing higher definitely on the dollar and on oil, but we're not following through down on gold. It might still happen, you know, it might still happen, but just make sure you manage your risk precisely, guys. Don't do anything foolish. You know, some trades are just less likely to occur than others. Doesn't mean it can't play out though. Can also just wind it up all the way and take me out, which is fine if it happens. Yeah. They retested 6 o'clock, created a top wick on 6. Yeah, if they re-break the current hourly high, I would just call it for what it is on this position. So we're reducing our risk drastically to like 20 bucks instead of 120. So let's see if they do that. It is what it is. Then we just wait. Correlation is not neat at the moment. Look at the dollar pushing higher drastically. Gold's not following through. Yeah, I don't think gold is gold's not gonna do it for us today, it seems like. You think we entered weekly candle green? You're talking about MNQ? Alright, we got taken out here. That's alright. You're talking about MNQ? Let's see what the VIX is doing here. Interesting, so the VIX is selling lower now. Yeah, NQ, that's a good question, bro. I was preferring shorts today. But looking at the VIX, if this VIX wants to continue selling off, then I might need to look and change the bias for longs from here. Wouldn't be crazy because we're in the bottom of the current 6 hour. We just swept liquidity from previous hour. Yeah, if they trade above this level and close above, I would look for a long. With the stop below the current hour low. Back towards 6. So I'm switching the bias here now, guys. I'm looking at the VIX and looking at all the other stuff. The VIX is selling off lower, so I'm looking for longs, at least for now, on the Nasdaq. And if you look at it from this perspective, you actually trade back into the 50% of this range, or almost, right? So I think this looks favorable for longs. Let's wait for the closure here. No closure above, can't take the trade. All right, let's have a look. What's gold doing? Yeah, gold broke up way higher actually. So we made the right decision managing it below the, or above that high. DXY also started selling off after taking those highs. Yeah, good management on the trade overall, guys. Well played. Good decision made this far. Let's have a look on how they closed this on the 5. Let's see if they want to close it above. It doesn't seem like it at the moment. No bottom wick on this current 5. It's not ideal. Make sure to smash up the likes, guys, if you enjoyed the live streams. We got 124 people watching, 35 likes. Whoever already did it, thank you. No bottom wick on this 5. That's not ideal. Yeah, so yeah, we did some good things here on the gold for sure, guys. That's the right decision to make. Gold doesn't want to go lower. Buying here wouldn't be an option though, structurally speaking, for me personally. Let's see what the VIX is doing. Still no bottom wick on this 5. Is this going to be the top wick for the move lower is the question. I'm a bit in a predicament right now, guys, looking at the chart. So when I'm looking at the chart, like I have a couple of things I'm looking at, right? So we see on the VIX that we actually tapped into the fair value gap and are selling off lower. From an hourly perspective, it looks like it wants to continue lower. From a 6-hour perspective, it looks like it wants to continue higher, right? I might give this a crack here for the short play, guys. But it's a bit of a tricky situation to take a trade here, guys, just so you know. It's a bit of a tricky situation to take a trade here. I'm just waiting to see what the VIX is going to do. Give me 1 second though. The rate decrease hour. Let's see how they close this 5-minute candle. I'm gonna see how they close this 5. Otherwise, we can enter like this, put the stop above that high, and look for the lows down. Yeah, look at that. Okay. Waiting for this closure. For the 5-minute. This would either be the buy point or the sell point at the moment. So either direction, speaking for me, is valid now. I'm just waiting for disclosure. Yeah, it's wiki. It's Freaky Friday, guys. Freaky Friday. Got a new 5-minute in 1 minute from now. If this closes bullish, guys, I'll be looking for buys. So it's purely on seeing what happens here now. Otherwise, I'll be looking for sells. All right, sells are in place for me. Looking for the top wick created here in top of the fair value gap, and then I look for a continuation play lower. So that's currently what we're looking for. And then I look for the play lower, and then the flip of 7 would be the potential break-even point. So this is the current play I'm looking for. Let's see what gold's doing. Yeah, gold's still playing around. It's not really doing anything. Could say that the top is being created now on 7. Yeah, it's a bit of a mixed predicament for me now. You could say that we're below 6. So because we're below 6, you would look for longs. It's just really depending for me now what the VIX is going to do from this location, whether or not it's going to buy up or not. That really is the determining factor here. Manage your risk correctly, guys, you know. Manage your risk correctly. I can also, yeah, I'm still gonna give this this entry a shot. We're only with 2 instead of 3. I'm giving this entry a shot. If you want to be more patient, you could also wait for the flip and close below 7, and then enter from 7 and use this as your top wick. Might be a more ideal trade, to be honest, but yeah, we'll see whatever happens here. Alright, I'm in the full position now. Let's see what happens here, guys. I need to see some buying pressure on the VIX. The thumbnail looks nothing like you, by the way. Thank you. Yeah, I need to make a new one. I know you guys said it before. Yeah. No, we're not getting the buying pressure. All right, I'm gonna close this one at the entry. Gonna be down like 10 bucks. So yeah, we're down, yeah, with the other trade as well. If they close below 7, I'm gonna look for the shorts here. So I like this a little bit more. Main reason is because the VIX is not doing it. So I'm just cutting it loose. So if they close below 7, I would look for the shorts. Otherwise, I'm a bit in the, like I said, I'm a bit in a mixed predicament here at the moment when it comes to the Nasdaq. Because we're trading below 6, and it looks like the VIX doesn't want to do it here. All right, the VIX doesn't look like it wants to push through. It's been wicking the entire time. It looks like it wants to sell lower. But let's say we do want to sell off here on the Nasdaq, then I would sell it below 7 o'clock. All right, so yeah. You have to let your edge play out. Yeah, I'm just using the edge. If it plays below 7, that's when I trade it, you know. I'm just looking at the VIX. I've been long since London, looking for 780. I can't trade short-term time frames anymore. They're too skittish. Yeah, I understand. I see what you're saying. I think this is well managed, though. If it doesn't want to go, it doesn't want to go. If it does go, then we enter again, you know. It's currently not doing it, so that's for sure. Wiki, guys. Let's see what the gold is doing. Alright, gold's also doing it. So we managed to get out with some small drawdown on this one. They both died, yeah. Now in going down. Are you in the shorts? Hopefully it plays out, bro. Would be nice. Yeah, I would be interested in shorting it again if they go below 7. Until then, I'm not really convinced, to be honest. Also looking at the VIX. Nice, Zach. Enjoy it, bro. Enjoy it. Look at this. We're breaking higher here, guys. Pretty tough one to trade for sure. This is a really tough one to trade. Regardless whether it goes up or down. You could say that you went back into the breaker block and then you sell it lower and you have the fair value gap, and from the fair value gap you trade it lower again. Which would make sense, but for me we're trading below 6, which I don't really like. Alright? Not in the way it's forming, at least. Let me state it that way. Normally I wouldn't mind it, but there's not really clear structure that define that this is the top wick of 6. And the VIX is selling off now, which is good. Well, it's not good for if you're in shorts, right? The VIX is just not giving it to me at the moment. We've got 120 people watching. Hope you guys are doing alright. If you wonder on how I look at the charts, if you feel like the need to understand on how I look at it, feel free to watch the free video that I've got on YouTube. You can watch it by going into the Discord. In the Discord I have a section called free videos. And right here there's a video about time frame synchronization. So you have a bit of an understanding on how I personally look at the charts. You guys can enter the Discord with the link right here if you want to. You're not forced, you know. Whether if you want to join it, you are free to join. Okay, we're gonna do a different song, guys. This is not it. Maybe this is it. Wiki, guys. Wiki. Nothing is happening at the moment. Is it gonna be a slow Friday is the question. Is it going to be a slow Friday? Who's still actively watching, by the way? Press a 1 in the chat if you're still here. Let me know if you're still actively watching. Hey, you guys are still here. Nice, that's good to know. Nice. Yeah, it's still not doing it though. Let's see what the original trade was like. So we would have been, still hovering around break even basically. A little bit of drawdown. I still think that we made the right decision here, but we'll see if the VIX wants to buy itself up, then it changes the narrative. But the VIX is not doing that at the moment. It's not doing anything at all, to be honest. Everything okay from Hilversum. Hey, nice, Houwe. Welcome by the live stream. Jason, you know you're always here. Thomas, yes, Jason, I know, bro, I know. You're my therapist, bro. You're always here, bro. What about gold? Yeah, gold's not doing anything, bro. I would prefer to look for shorts on gold, but yeah, you can see it yourself. The market is just not moving at the moment. It's just not moving. Yeah. It's just still, it's not doing anything. We're selling now on the Nasdaq for a bit. Maybe this is going to be the point of where it wants to go. But it's really low volume today, guys. It's really low volume today. If I would be interested in selling it, then I would sell it like this, right? So if they close back below 7, stop would be above this high, and then I would sell it down again, right? That would then be the play for me. We'll see. We'll see if this is the case. If we were in the trade, we would have been in profit now. Good morning, Roma. Good morning, my friend. Hope you're doing all right. Hope you're doing all right. Bro, what's NQ doing? Very weird price action. Yeah, it's just slow, bro, you know? It's just slow. It's just really slow at the moment. I'm wondering whether or not we're gonna sell off from here. I had to short him, but I took it out in a little bit of drawdown because I didn't really like the way on how the VIX was forming. I still don't like it, to be honest, right? Like, it's still not doing anything. But if it wants to break higher, it would change the narrative. Then I'm willing to risk some money again, put it back on board. But at the moment, I'm still not convinced here, guys. Yeah, that would be my idea as well, bro. Back towards previous week low. But yeah, you never know, right? That's the thing with trading, is you never really know. Just gotta relax, chill, you know. Look at this, buys itself back up all the way again. I really don't want to short with the 4-hour gap above. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I think it might still wants to read back to 6. That's why I have it drawn out. If they want to come back there, then we could look for the longs. But yeah, it's really tough to get involved here as well for the longs, right? It's just wiki. Maybe this is a 20-minute play to the upside. Actually, I think I like this a lot. Now I'm looking at it. Give me a second here, guys. Yeah, look at that. So we would probably gonna get stopped out here if we were in the other trade. Oh, interesting. So now we're breaking out on the VIX. Interesting market today, guys. Swap liquidity. Yeah, I don't know about this. How many contracts should I trade on a 50k account, and what should be the RR? I would say that anything above 1.5 return is good. Depends on your win rate as well, of course. And contract size, I wouldn't exceed 3 to 5 personally. That's just my opinion. It's a personal preference, bro, you know. Is a bullish VIX typically bearish for NQ or just reversal? Yeah, no, that's typically bearish, yeah. So if the VIX wants to be bullish, that's typically bearish. And if the VIX wants to be bearish, it's typically bullish, right? So that's how it works. How many trades do you take a day on average? I don't have an average. Right now we took 2 of them. Both we took out in minor drawdown. And yeah, that's it basically, to be honest. Like yesterday we had a total of 2 trades, oh no, 4 trades, 2 of them break even, 1 loss and 1 winner. And 1 we missed out on. The loss wasn't supposed to happen though, like there was no reason for me to enter the trade, it just got tilted, so but yesterday we had a nice move. I think yesterday, we caught it yesterday, let me see. Yeah, we had it right here. So we had it right here and we shorted it all the way down. So we had like a 180 point move or something like that, I think. I don't know, let me know guys if you guys know or remember. I have no clue actually. But it was a really big move though. It was a nice move. Alright, we're selling shorter on gold now. So DXY breaking higher again. DXY retested 6 o'clock and is breaking higher. Let's have a look here, guys. Maybe I'm willing to give it another crack here on gold to the downside. Depending on how they close this 15-minute candle. And then we use 7 o'clock as our stop loss. And we're targeting it back to London Open. We retested 7 on MNQ. Still not closing below it. What's your bias? Yeah, I'm a mix, bro, to be honest. I'm really mixed. Like, to a degree, I wanted to go higher first before I look for shorts. But I'm also looking for shorts at the same time. But the VIX is just, bro, there's nothing happening, right? Like, I can say whatever I want, but until this does something, there's not gonna, nothing is gonna happen. You see what I mean? So I'm unbiased, basically. Like, it could go down from here. We had a short setup from here, like so, right? But I wasn't convinced that this one was gonna play out. It might still play out. I took it out because the VIX is not doing anything. And it gave me no reason to stay in the trade. So yeah, it might play out. And then I lost 20 bucks and didn't make anything. It is what it is, right? It doesn't matter. And yeah, we also took a short on gold, but I took it out because DXY was rising. And it went down. And I took it out and made like also 20 bucks loss, right? Now it's rising again. But yeah, we need to see some conviction here for gold to play this straight down, even though I still think that downside has a lot of potential here. So yeah, that's what I'm currently waiting for, bro. Potentially entering it here soon to the downside if they close it like this. It's a risky day today though, guys, so just manage your risk correctly. If I take this trade, I'm taking it with the understanding there's a big chance it's going to be a loss, right? Seven, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, got a sell limit placed for gold. I'm still giving this one a shot if they want to give it to me. That would be nice. What is your thought process with marking out the hourly opens and why do you believe it's effective? It affects price. Well, it's the opening candle, right? So it's the opening price of whatever candle you're trading, and wherever price opened is where orders fluctuate into the market. So that's my overall reasoning for why it would affect price. Yeah, it's just where resting orders are laying is where major candles open up, basically, right? That's why 930 is so effective. We're selling it off without us at the moment. It would be kind of sad if this is one of those trades again. We'll see. I don't know if that made sense to you, Raul, but that's how I look at it personally. I like the gold setup here, though. Gold is looking favorable for me. Got a new half an hour that just opened up. If they want to tap it in, that would be nice. How much would it be if I would enter here with 2? Alright, I'm entering 2 already, guys. Oh, never mind. It didn't tag me in. Yeah. So I entered 2 now, and I'll scale in some more if they run it up. Manage your risk correctly, of course, guys. I got this account, cost me 25 bucks, so if I blow it, I really do not give a fuck, right? So just so you know. Manage your risk precisely for yourself. Alright, we're selling off on the MNQ. We're also buying up here for the VIX. Still not convincing though, but it is happening. Yeah, I'm just saying, you know, like you need to manage your own risk. Cause yeah, if I lose 25 bucks, it's not gonna be a disaster, right? It's not that I'm gonna take random ass trades, but I'm just saying, just reminding you of it. Yeah, let's see what happens here, guys. If I still were in this position, I would probably go to break even because of the VIX. So if you're still in this one, manage your own risk, of course. And let's see whether or not we want to buy up here still for the dollar and oil. And if gold wants to sell off by doing so, or it still wants to hover here and don't do anything at all. We've been live for 1 hour and 40 minutes and price hasn't done anything at all, guys. Bro is live on Friday. Let me buy a lottery ticket. Yeah, you're right. Friday is being Friday, bro, at the moment. For real, for real. Friday is always a bit tricky for me, man. Like, I always have a hard time trading Friday. That's why I avoid it a lot. But we'll see. We'll see what happens, though. Yeah, the dollar is breaking out higher. Oil's breaking out higher. And gold is not doing anything. The music is nice though. I'm definitely vibing on the music right now. Chilling. Make sure to smash up the likes, guys, by the way. That would be highly appreciated. If you enjoyed the live stream, make sure to smash up the likes. How much are we risking right now is the question. 220. I don't know if I'm okay with that. Let's see, I might take off 2. Alright, I took off 2, and now I instantly see that? That's management, guys. No, I took off 2, so now we're only risking 3, and our entry's in higher now. That's how futures works, guys, right? So smart decision made. No, I don't want to risk 220 bucks on the 25k account. That's a bit too much for me. We'll see though. We'll see what happens. I think we're down like what is it? Yeah, like what is it? 85 bucks now by just cutting trades. Nice. It's the way to go. 745 is gonna dump. Yeah, let's see, bro. It is slowly doing something here. I don't know how much we're risking at the moment. I think we're risking like 100 bucks. Yeah, that's all right. That's a big difference though, with 2 contracts difference. Also location, of course. It's a big difference. Yeah, let's see whether or not I wants to do it, guys. You know, I'm not a magician. I'm not the best trader out there. I told you guys before, I'm just a regular guy trying to make it work. We'll see if it wants to go down. We have our thesis here. The DXY is rising. Oil is rising. It was rising. It just decided to dump. That's not beneficial at all, by the way. But we'll see. We'll see whether or not the gold is going to continue its push now. It was definitely rising. And out of nowhere, it just says we're going to go the other way. We'll see, though. It could still flip from here if it wants to. Maybe it wants to seek towards the gap here to the downside. If that's the case, then there is a big chance we're going to continue to rise on gold. We'll see, though. We'll see. All right, we're breaking back higher again on MNQ. Oh, what a boring market, guys. What a boring market today. If you guys want to join the trading society, feel free to join. We got some order flow traders in as well. I've been looking into order flow. It's nice that you're doing that, Toa or Tao. I like that a lot. I've been looking into order flow. Oh, you're using ADAS. That's amazing, bro. Maybe you can help me out. I've been trying to set it up. All right, nice. Look at this. Ooh, look, almost a payout. You got this, bro. Double W in the chat for Kiko. He's trying to kill it here with almost a payout on Apex. Congrats, my friend. Doing good, doing good. Doing good. All right, let's see. Let's see what we got here, guys. Don't fall asleep, guys. Come on, don't fall asleep. We need to get something out of today's market, even though the market's not doing anything. You never know. You never know. Yeah, so maybe you could say it, like, overall, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. If I was in this position, right, I would have been in from here, right? Stop above this high. I would be targeting it down, right? I would be at break even already now. I'm not in the position. We took it out, or I took it out. You do whatever your heart desires. I just didn't like it because the VIX is not doing anything, right? So I made the decision to take it out. We're still in on gold, though. Gold looks a little bit better for me. I like gold. What do you think about on upcomers prop firm? I've never heard of them before, bro. I've never heard of them before, so I have no idea. I have no idea, my friend. Would be taking off too if they come back into the daily open. Not gonna be greedy now. If it wants to come here, that would be sick. We need an indicator that tells us not to trade. Yeah, but it's not that hard to turn an indicator off, bro. Right? Like, you know how many times I told myself not to do something in my trading journal and I still did it? As in, bro, I've been screaming at my trading journal, writing in caps lock or you know, writing in like big ass letters, telling myself not to do something, and a few days later I still did it, right? So whether or not that indicator is gonna save us is a big question, right? It could definitely be the play, you know, like to a degree, you know, like there's a lot of people out there that try to seem like they are fantastic traders and they don't make mistakes, right? Every trader makes mistakes, bro. It's just about minimizing the mistakes that you make or minimizing the bullshit that you do, right? That's just what it's all about, bro. Yeah, don't do this again. Yeah, bro, like genuinely, right? Calling myself a loser, calling myself anything. Especially if I look back into my trading journals, guys. Like I have probably 5 books or 6 books fully written out, right? Over the past 6 years. And especially in the beginning, you know? And then writing to yourself, if you want to be a profitable trader, you can't do this. You don't want to work a 9 to 5. That type of stuff. I wrote everything to myself, guys. I'm genuinely speaking. Like, you know, like... It's crazy. Like every trader goes through it, guys. Like I'm just I told you guys before, I'm just a regular guy. I'm not special, right? Like it's not that I'm someone else just because I live trade or do it live. Like I'm going through the same struggles as you guys. It's normal. That's trading. Let's see though. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, so the bias was correct overall, but I didn't like the formation. It is what it is though. Could have held on to it, but didn't. Part of the game. And gold is doing it though. For now. For now. It's doing it for now. Right? Would be nice if it continues. Oh, we just broke out massively on the VIX. Okay, this is like the breakout that we were looking for an hour ago. I appreciate it, VIX. Thank you. That's crazy. So now I would say that the shorts are being validated here on the Nasdaq. There's no way for me to get involved here. I don't want to look at this stuff. Like there's no way. Nah, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way. Oh, we're selling down here on gold. It's looking good. Got a new 15 coming up in 2 minutes from now. Do you have a channel on Telegram or Discord? Yeah, I have a Discord channel, bro. Discord, I'll share it with you. You can chat with us live. Look at this. Corza. Marcus be like, yeah, that's a fact, bro. I'll share it with you here. Here you go. There you go. Discord is in the chat. You can chat with us, you know. We got some good traders in here for sure. We got a lot of good traders in here. So make sure, you know, join in. Have some fun with us, you know. Got some good traders. All right, let's see what happens here though. Yeah, NQ is still not doing it for me. ES. Oh, ES is actually looking pretty nice for the short continuation play, but I don't trade ES personally. Oh no, never mind. It looks as awful. It just looked good on the 15-minute time frame. All right, we're selling through here on gold. Let's see if it wants to continue though. Once we get into like 200 bucks, I'll take it out 2 contracts to secure some of the losses that we made. So probably around here. Break even. Yeah, I want to go to break even. I think it makes a lot of sense going to break even, to be honest. So thank you for reminding me. We're gonna do that now. There's no reason for them to come back all the way. If they now come back all the way, like, then you know what? They can suck. They can suck something, right? Like genuinely, if they do it now, like I'm done if that happens. Mark's really slow. All right, this is a top wick for the 15. If this now rises all the way back to 6 and then sells, that would be crazy. Like genuinely. Yeah, that was really funny yesterday. You're right. Yeah. Um, 15-minute no bottom wick again. Yeah, if they flip this, that would be nice. I don't know, like my gut is telling me like it's gonna come all the way back up and then flip. If that happens, that would be crazy, bro. Is the new hour as well in 15 minutes? Let's not hope so it happens though, that would be crazy. Break even. Alright, John. I don't care. I don't care. Alright, let's have a look here. Make sure to smash up the likes, guys. By the way, we got 110 people watching. 50 likes. For the guys that already did it, I appreciate it. Let's try to hit the 80 likes today, guys. Let's try to hit 80 likes today. That would be highly appreciated. Hey, welcome to the live stream. So John is also selling short at the moment. Congrats, well played. Let's see. Yeah, make sure to check this out, guys. World class edge is amazing. Dyrone, nice, bro. Nice catch. Well played, bro. That's a really nice catch you got here. That's crazy, bro. That's a big trade. Congrats. We're moving heavily to the upside right now on the Volks. Gabriel, welcome to the live stream. We're moving heavily to the upside on the Volks, guys. So the VIX is pushing higher for the guys that are still in the short on MNQ. Well played. This is also good for us for dollar or for gold though. If the dollar wants to keep rising, that would be nice. We're breaking above. We broke above. Let's see if they want to flip and continue back towards those highs. That would be ideal. Then what is oil doing? Oil also flipped bullish. So come on, gold, baby. Now you got to do it for us, baby. Come on. Come on, baby. Let's see. So how much are we down on the day? We're down 80 bucks. That's maybe... Alright, yeah. I'm gonna take off one, guys. Or two. And now I'm down nothing on the day. So this is a risk-free trade. I only get like, what is it, like $1,000 in drawdown on a 25k account. So I need to manage the drawdown that I have. So I'm just gonna leave this one running back to the original target to the downside. And then we'll see what happens, guys. We'll see what happens if they want to continue or not. Overall, if they break out to the highs on the DXY, I have to manage the trade on gold. But until then, yeah, we'll see what happens here, right? We'll see what happens. If they want to continue lower, yes or no. What is the profit target on the 25k, guys? Like 1500, right? How are you? I'm always avoiding Friday because I always blow up account. Yeah, now Friday is a tough market for sure. Friday is a tough market for sure. But we're doing all right overall. I had the two positions that I caught losing early, right? And that caused me to be down like a couple of bucks, like I think like 70 or something. And then I caught another two contracts from gold. But with the fees and everything included, I was down like 90 bucks. Not even like a stop loss was hit, but yeah, it is what it is though. Now we're in this position, so this might pay us something here. But it's definitely a tough market today for sure. For me at least, right? Like I don't like it when there's no clear direction for the VIX and the structure of the candles aren't aligned. I don't really like that personally. I still think that even that when New York opens, New York could still do something crazy today and take out the highs before it goes down. Doesn't mean that the short direction we had here from 7 was wrong. Like I said it, right? If it closed below 7 and we tap into 7, then this could be the short continuation play. But I didn't take it. Yeah, I didn't take it. I just didn't like it, you know? So I accepted what it is, man. Like not all trades are my trades, I've noticed. At least not for me, you know? If I would, let's say I took this trade to the downside, I would be really hesitant, you know, going out, going in, going out. And it's exactly what happened, you know. I took it out because I didn't like the structure. It is what it is, man. Whatever. Gold I like, though. Gold, you tried to reach back above the highs on 6. They couldn't break below 7. We enter from 7 and we continue down. I like the gold overall. I think this looks nice. It's a good structure. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see if it wants to play out or not. Come back to London Open. That would be nice. That would be nice. It depends on what the DXY is going to do for us here, guys. If the DXY wants to break higher, take the highs, then that could potentially happen. If they want to go back to those highs. We'll see. Nice. You guys are joining. Welcome to the Discord. My 50k account is back. Also got a 6,400 payout. Which account do you want to buy? I will buy it for you. No, thank you, bro. I appreciate it. I'm glad you got your money. Congratulations, Aquino. I'm really happy for you. But you don't have to buy me anything, bro. I do appreciate it, though. thank you for the offer. But keep your money, bro. Enjoy it, you know? And maybe buy something for your mom or for a family member, you know? Don't buy anything for me, bro. I appreciate it, though. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Aquino, drop a W in the chat, guys. He's a legend, made a good payout now. So congratulations, man. Enjoy it to the fullest. That's nice. That's 6,400 bucks is a lot of money, guys. Congrats. Alright, we're selling off nicely here on gold. Let's see. Hey, welcome to the Discord community. Let me know in the chat, guys, what are you guys looking for. If you have any questions, you can type them in YouTube or you type them here in the Discord community. I'm with you on gold with this short. Nice. Yeah, let's hope it plays out. Yeah, the DXY is breaking out. That's nice to see. Just 2 days a day, 2 days profit on Nasdaq. That's why they just in 2 days profit on Nasdaq. That's why they put me account on review. Yeah, that's what happens often, bro. Are you trading CFDs or are you trading futures? I'm going to watch your video and then head to sleep, bro. See you on Monday. All right, call sign. Thank you very much, bro. Appreciate you. Have a good night. Sleep well. CFD, yeah. So CFD is a bit more tricky, bro. If you're in a position to trade futures, I would non-financial advice suggest you to trade futures. Less more regulated and less tricky. You have some more rules, but the cost of entry is less. And I would say I say it's easier to obtain a payout and less likely for it to be abducted or anything like it. But still, again, it's you know the game that you're playing, right? When you're trading prop firms. It's just part of the game. Have a good weekend, everyone. Thank you, call sign. You're a legend. You are a legend. Yeah, so nothing for me here on NQ. But yeah, let's see if gold wants to continue selling off for us here, guys. It's doing it at least for now. It's doing it at least for now. The question is how far. Yeah, I'm not gonna hold it all the way. There's no way. Just London Open would be great. We got like half an hour until the news. Oh, the news is already gone, actually. No, we do not have anything at all. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be a oh, now it's gonna be waiting, guys. It's gonna be waiting, you know. Can't really do anything now. What do you guys want to talk about? Let me know in the chat. Is there any topic you guys want to discuss while we're waiting for the trade to play either out or to break even, right? Let me know if there's anything you guys want to talk about at all. Let's start a conversation. Let's keep the active chat rolling, guys. Average view duration is 90 minutes, by the way. Who watches the entire stream? Let me know in the chat. Who actually watches the entire stream? Press a 1 or something in the chat. Because if you do that, you are a legend. I truly appreciate that. I enjoy. It's nice to have you guys around. You know, I really appreciate that. Me doing work. Ah, nice. That's nice. Official. Brother, do I have to tell? No, you don't have to tell me. I understand from you, Martin. I know. I will do, yes. Nice. Welcome to the live stream. Hope you're doing all right. I watch most of it and I don't talk much, though. It's all right. You don't have to talk. Don't feel forced to talk. But it's nice that you guys are here, you know. Here for the vibes. Nice serve. I appreciate that, Mateo. Erfan, nice. It's good to see you guys here. Roma, Aloha, of course. Electric, yes. You guys are legends. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. You also have a lot of people, they are called stream hoppers. At least that's what I call them. They go from one stream to the other stream to just see if there's if anyone's taking a trade or they're doing giveaways and stuff. But you guys are legends. You're always here. Hey, first time, do you trade all of London? I trade from 6 a.m. open till 9 o'clock a.m. New York time. So I trade for another hour. Alright, we're breaking higher here on the DXY. Yeah, we're just gonna leave the trade as it is, guys. And hope for a continuation break lower. And that this is not gonna be a bottom wick for 6 for the reversal play higher. Alright, so we need to hope that we're gonna get blessed here today. We'll see. So that's what I do. I will do, yes. So I trade from 6 o'clock New York time to 9 o'clock New York time. And I might in the future also trade from 1 to 3, right? Or from 1 to 4, or maybe from 2 to 4. Because that's what I normally trade in the morning session. So I trade from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock. And in the late afternoon, I trade from 12 to 1 o'clock. If I'm trading, right? Yesterday, I took this position. Let's have a look here. I showed it with you guys in the chat. Give me 1 second. You guys are active, man. All right, here you go. Yeah, so I took this trade yesterday. This is the 1 o'clock model that I trade, or the 12 to 1 o'clock that I trade. This was a really hard one, to be honest. Like, it was really hard to read, but I managed to get out of it pretty nicely with the continuation play for the VIX and the sell-off for the Nasdaq. But yeah, so maybe I will stream more often. Just have to see whether or not that is possible eventually, you know. Fully confident it will hit my TP. Yeah, let's hope so. Oh, shit. Okay, something just came out news-related, I think. Yeah, something came out news-related. I don't know what came out, but there's definitely some news that came out. All right, nice. Thank you, Trump. I appreciate that. Look at the VIX. Okay, I think we're gonna get taken out here. Yeah, okay. Wait, what happened? Why am I still in the trade? What's going on? Are you kidding me? Okay, I guess I had two, okay. I guess I had two, I don't know what happened there. Did you guys see that? I'm confused. Did I put 3 or 1? Maybe I didn't adjust it. Okay, that's nice. That's fantastic. That's like amazing. So we end up going down 37 bucks. All right, it is what it is. Yeah, this is news related probably. Does anyone have financial juice open? Let's see what Forex Factory says. This is probably news related, I think. Yeah, this is yeah, okay, nice. All right, so we're down 37 bucks. We should have been down nothing, but I'm not sure what happened there. It is what it is though. They removed the tariff from China. Yeah, so that's means that oil is going to be more accessible, so it probably will fall. But yeah, we'll see. That's kind of sad though that we had we got tagged into two contracts here. That's kind of sad. You wasn't short, right? On gold? What are you referring to? Yeah, I wasn't short, yeah. Yeah, I had my short from here. Right here. But you closed it. No, I closed, so I closed 2 contracts. And then it came back up, but I think my buy stop still had 3 instead of 1. So it bought. It bought 2 and now we're down again. Nice. Yeah, it is what it is though. Do you want to make this your profession? Well, it's the only thing I do at the moment. Trading. Yeah, this is interesting though. It is what it is though. It's alright. It's sad that I didn't notice the fact that I had 3 buy stops set instead of 1. So it, instead of taking me break even, it actually bought 2 contracts. Nice. That's amazing. Nice, Ari. I appreciate that. It looks like a stop hunt. Yeah, I don't know, bro. If the news is supposed to be bearish for oil, this should be bullish for gold. But yeah, if they want to play it like this, it is what it is, you know. I'm not gonna be forcing myself to take another setup just now because it takes me out like that. That's news, guys. You can't play the news. No news on financial juice. Oh, okay. Then I have no idea what happens here. Why it went up like this on a 1 minute. It wanted my 1 contract, guys. It wanted my 1 contract. Yeah, that could be official. It could be the case. Oh, there's an explosion heard. Okay, I see. Right. So there's a random ass explosion and people decide to just sell oil. Okay. That's nice. That's good to know. Yeah. Maybe 8 AM open. Yeah, we'll see what happens here. I might just look at it for a bit and then call it, but we'll see. We'll see if I see something happening. We'll see what's happening here. Let's have a look here. You guys can make sure to join the Discord community. If you enjoy being here, you're allowed to join it, of course. You don't have to. Don't feel forced. But if you want to join, make sure to join. I'm still shorting gold. Or if you're still in, that's nice. You should be safe at the moment. If you're still in. My target will be London Open, so 3 o'clock at 4,037. I'm no longer in though, but that would be my target personally. But it also depends on whether or not this news is bearish or bullish for oil. It reacted bearish, but it's buying itself up pretty drastically already. Bro, I think NQ is a better short. Yeah, it could be, bro, but it's no. Like, the thing is, guys, that this is not structural. This is not structural price action for me to trade, at least, right? So I'm avoiding it at the moment. I just don't like it. And if I then look at the VIX, I mean, look at the VIX, guys. You see what it just did here? You see that? It's just, I don't know about this, guys. I truly do not like it personally. All right, back to the pool. All right, Zach, enjoy the pool, bro. Trade safe. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. Yo, Leo. What's happening, bro? Hope you're doing all right. Let's have a look what's gonna happen though. Average Friday PA, I think I might just call it a day here. Yeah, I'm contemplating this myself for a little bit. I've been contemplating that right now as well. Hope you are well, Thomas. I'm doing fantastic, Professor. How about you? How about you, my friend? How are you doing? So we tap back into 7 o'clock for 8. And we're selling off again on the VIX. So 1 minute breaker formation. Forming right here. GGG. Just passed 100k combine on gold buy this morning. Congratulations, bro. Congratulations. You bought it down here somewhere, I'm assuming. Well played. Yeah, so they're respecting the 1 minute breaker drastically at the moment. Could have potentially get involved here, I didn't. The VIX is selling off heavily. Let's see if the new 5 comes up into the hourly open for the VIX. Creates a top wick. This could be a continuation play here, guys. I'm gonna see what happens here. This is a bit more risky, guys, so make sure to manage your capital if you want to get involved on this one. So you have the 5 minute open right here. Let's see if what happens if they tap back into 8 o'clock. I need to wait for the tap back into the 8 o'clock here for the VIX. NQ and stocks turned bullish, yeah. Yeah, let's see, bro. They tried to break it down lower. Now we're breaking above 7. We opened this candle. We close it bullish. News came in saying that it should indicate some bullishness, I guess. And we might play the continuation here on the 5. And we use the 5 as our stop loss at the bottom. But this mostly has to do with the VIX, right? So the VIX is currently tapping back in 8. Flipping it lower again. As you guys can see here. So this is looking alright. Let's see. I would need a bullish closure above the current 5-minute high though. They might want to rate the lows one more time. Or not, we'll see. It's not doing it at the moment. Why you buy on the bear market? Mostly has to do with the VIX, bro. So the VIX is currently selling off lower. And if the VIX wants to continue selling, there's a big chance we're gonna pull itself higher and go back to the left open gap to the upside here and back to the weekly open. You also have some levels to the upside here. So you have a 4-hour for value gap that's left open. Overall, I'm shorting. Like intentionally, I was looking for shorts since the beginning of the day. But if this doesn't want to do it, then it doesn't want to do it, right? So that's the main reason. Comparing both assets here. So the VIX, if you're looking for sales continuations. We'll see though. It might not do it. Alright, Max, you have a good one, bro. But I'm not buying yet though. I'm not in any trade as of yet. It's not doing anything. You can see how they're respecting the 5-minute open. Can't break the highs, or they can't break the open of the 5. Now it's doing it without a bottom wick. Not ideal. Yeah, gold is not doing anything. Stop moving. Again. The VIX selling off lower. Yeah, there was no way for me to get involved on this one. Kind of sad though. Would have been a nice trade if they gave us the entry model here. Bearish on the VIX, selling off drastically at the moment. This would have been fast. That's actually crazy. Look at these candles, man. News. Yeah, there was some form of news. Hey Mama, I hope you're doing good. Welcome back to the live stream. Yeah, it's a tricky market for sure. Just watching and sipping a coffee. Enjoy it. Yeah, we had a couple of trades today. 2 of them I cut short. 1 of them actually played in our favor. But then there was 2 extra concepts triggered, so they instantly gave me, I instantly went back into drawdown. Wasn't the intention. But yeah, it is what it is. I shorted it down. Was a pretty okay move for the time being, and then you had the news coming out. It doesn't look ideal for today, gotta be honest. It doesn't look ideal today. Yeah, there was something about news. Someone said something about an explosion in Iran or something like that. I have no idea, bro. I have no idea what this is definitely news related though. Like, or there's a 90-point candle in 1 minute. Like, it wasn't even good news, but the shit pumps. Well, yeah. Typical Friday manipulation. Yeah, it could definitely be the case. It could definitely be the case. Yeah, you have the new 15-minute candle that wicked down and now it's moving higher, but yeah, there's no way for me to get involved like this. There's no bottom wick here. Otherwise, this could be a play, but I don't really like it. Yeah, look in hindsight, you could say on the 5 that it looked clean for the buys, but it's really easy to say after the fact, right? If you look at it from this angle, you have the, I mean, like it's still okay on the 5-minute to buy this, right? Like this, with your stop below the current hourly low, and target 2R to the upside, right? It's still, this is still a valid buy. I just, yeah. Maybe if I can get involved and try it on the lower time frame, I might, but because you can see it here, right? For the guys that are wondering what I'm talking about, you can see that we opened 6 o'clock, right? Traded down back into the trading range, into 22, for example, now 22. Trading 7 o'clock, trades down, trades above, trades back in, closes higher. 8 o'clock opens up and gives us a bottom wick at 7. Right, at 7, and trades higher now and comes back into 8, and you have the continuation play. If they then break above 6, then you have the continuation of 6, right? So for the buys, it's looking good. It's looking favorable. The stop is really big. I just would like to get a lower stop loss, to be honest, or better stop loss. I'm gonna try to create to trade this 15-minute creation. We got a new 20 coming in 1 minute as well. I might try to trade the 20-minute here, guys. Let's see. I think the buys look valid, personally. I'm gonna see if I can get involved in though. Let's see if I can get involved. Just tapped 8 o'clock again. This is your new 20-minute candle. Right here. So there's your 20-minute open. You got inefficiency down here, like we mentioned before. We got 120 people watching, 60 likes. If you enjoy the live streams, make sure to smash up the likes. Even in the more harder markets, we're still trying to make it work here, guys. Yeah, gold's not doing anything. This could potentially be something for the Nasdaq though. Let's see. Oh yeah, join the free Discord, by the way. If you guys want to join, feel free to join. Here you go. Join it. Enjoy it. All right, let's see. If we get one more trade out of it, that would be it for me, guys, right? So I'm now preferring the longs. We just swept the inefficient price action. That's nice. If they now break back above 8 o'clock and 20 o'clock open, I would look for the buys, trying to trade the continuation back higher towards this high. and then use the 20-minute low as my stop loss. Something like this would then be the play. We'll see. We'll see if this is the case. And I would enter just above the 20 open. Because the VIX is also still moving lower now, so that's nice. That looks good. Looks like this wants to just continue down. I'll mark out this low. I have a bit of an understanding once they get there. They're respecting 8 o'clock at the moment. Do we have a divergence? We do not have a divergence. We're selling off lower on the VIX. Nasdaq is not buying up as of yet though. Let's see. Patience, guys. All right, we're buying up, selling off on the VIX, waiting for the closure before I can take this setup. All right, setup is in place. Let's see if they want to tag us in. I'll be back in a second here, guys. Never mind. Okay, I don't know what happened there, but okay, nice, good markets, that's for sure. Did we get slipped heavily? No, okay, that's all right. Okay, now, yeah, I guess that's it for me. I need to go, I wanted to go to the toilet, but that's crazy. Look at this stuff. 1 wick all the way down. Yeah, I'm gonna call it for what it is, guys. I'm not gonna continue trading this. I'm gonna just call it. I think that's better, because otherwise, there's no point of trading this market at the moment. That's, it is what it is. Last week Friday was a good day to trade. Today it's, yeah, it's not doing it for us. I'm gonna call it. I think it's a wise decision. Yeah, I'm not even offended by the market, to be honest. I don't really care about this. It's okay, but this was crazy. This was crazy. Overall, I think it was a good setup, right? We had a break back above 8 o'clock, break above 20, wick into 20 open, and then use the wick as our protection layer to go higher. But I guess it didn't want to play out. Yeah, that was the candle. That was the candle of that. I'm glad that they didn't slip us, though. They could have slipped us for twice our stop loss here. So that didn't happen. No, we're going to call it, guys. It's better to just call it for what it is. And we trade it again next week. This is probably still going to play out, though. But this is just... yeah, I mean, what you can do with this, right? What can you do about it? Unlucky, bro. I've watched 2 streams and you've generally got unlucky. I'm sorry. Nah, it's okay, bro. Don't worry about it. I'm alright with this. It was a good setup. I would have taken it again. I just can't do anything about this type of market, right? Like, the only thing I can do is not trade it. So that's the decision I'm gonna make now. I'm just gonna call it for what it is. Have a good weekend. Today was thanks for today. Also, yeah, no problem, guys. I'll see you next week. Make sure to manage your money. Don't blow your account based on this market, guys, right? There's no point in doing it. I'm not risking a lot of money. We're trading a 25k account. I think I have $1,000 in drawdown on this account, so I still have some drawdown over. But yeah, don't risk it for the biscuit, guys. Not worth it today. This account didn't cost me anything though, but it's still all right. Don't do it, you know. All right, guys, I'm gonna call it. I wish you guys a good weekend. You know, I'll see you next week, Monday. I'm excited. I don't want to go, right? To the extent I want to stay, but I don't really see the point, because the market is not doing anything. So to an extent, like, I don't really feel the need of going anywhere, but yeah, what's the reason of watching this if we're gonna, yeah, if the market is just moving like this, right? Just stay. Yeah, but I don't see the point of staying, bro. Today is like one of those days that if you stay, you're gonna blow your account, you know? So that's why I'd rather not. So I'll see you guys next week. Have a lovely rest of your day. And yeah, stay safe. Thank you very much for tuning in today, even though the market is pretty bad. Join the free Discord, by the way, if you want to join it. Make sure to join it, you know. Join the free Discord. And yeah. Bro, it was news explosion heard in Saudi Arabia. All right, yeah, sure. Okay, yeah. So there's explosions everywhere. I understand. Just call it for what it is, guys. Like, yeah, just call it for what it is. All right, see you guys Monday. Have a lovely rest of your day and weekend. All right, peace, no problem. Thank you, bro. Warlord. All right, speak to you guys next week. Leo, anyone in the chat that's here right now. See you later, alligator. In a while, crocodile. All right, guys. See you later. Have a good one. Ciao.